The poem here by William Blake is written in the appreciation of nature in simple terms. However, if we go deep into it, we'll find the theme of life and death in the world. The poem talks about merry sounds and images which accompany the children playing outdoors. Then an old man happily remembers when he enjoyed playing with his friends during his own childhood. This is the summary of the poem, the gist of the poem. Now let's know it line wise so that we can understand it better. So we will read out each stanzas. So there are 3 stanzas, so we will read out the stanzas one by one. Remember one thing, in poem we have stanzas and in stories we have paragraphs. We never say stanzas in stories. Likewise, we never say paragraphs in poem. The first stanza. The poet says that the sun rises and makes the skies happy. That is, when the sun arises, light spreads across the sky, making it look beautiful and fresh. Next, he says that the merry bells ring to welcome the spring. Merry bells probably refer to the church bells which ring in the morning. They are merry because they welcome the beautiful morning of spring. The skylark and thrush and the birds of the bush sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound. Skylark and thrush are birds, they fly high in the air, while the birds of bush, like sparrows, remain near the ground. Thus, according to the poet, all the birds also sing in the spring morning loudly, which adds to the joyful sound of bells. In simple words, the chirping of all the birds and the ringing of bell welcome the spring. In the next line, the poet says that while these things are going on, their sports are going on the echoing green, which means the green fields, chirping birds, and playing children remind the elderly observers of their own youth and bring them joy as well. That the field is echoing indicates that this scene, like the season of spring itself, has played out before and will play out again and again in the future. Second stanza. The child says that old John with white hair laughs away care. Old John simply refers to an old man, and white hair depict his final years of life. Laugh away means forgetting the problems of life by being happy and laughing. Care here means the thoughts of being old and fear of death. Thus, the lines mean that John, who is an old man with grey hair, is also in the part and is laughing without caring about his old age and approaching death. Note that in the previous stanza, the first stanza, the children are too playing but don't know about death or old age experiences. Hence, they are innocent. While this old man knows about all this but ignores them by laughing. He is sitting under the oak tree along with other old people. The oak tree here not only means a tree in the park but also strength and longevity and shelter for the old men. Longevity means long life. It is also a symbol of experience like old men. There are other old men as well. All of them laugh at the play of children. This is the laugh which we find in the first line of this stanza. Seeing the children playing, they start memorizing about their own youth time. Like the children, they too used to enjoy when they were young on the echoing green. As described earlier, here echoing green refers to the cycle of life. Earlier it was the old men who used to enjoy, and now that they are old, their place is taken by the new children, and this cycle will continue for eternity. Third stanza. The children get tired and no one can enjoy. It is the time when the sun is about to descend. That is, darkness is about to come. All of the children stop playing and go back home. The brothers and sisters sit in the laps of their mothers like the bird chicks flock around their mother in the nest. It's time for their rest as it is night now. Hence, on the darkening green, no playing of children is seen. Unlike the other two stanzas, the stanza ends in darkening green because it is the end of the day for the children, and for the old men, it is the end of life. So, that is it. Hope you loved the beautiful piece written by